from another world, the doubt, the onward, beyond the land of my sacred home.
Witam Was bardzo serdecznie, jestem Arietta, a przed Wami GreedFall The Dying World. I jak pamiętacie, ostatnio udało nam się pokrzyżować plany szalonych naukowców i czekaliśmy na list. No właśnie, tak więc sprawdzamy sobie wezwanie do ambasady. Serii.
Have to go tell Alvida that Sir Francis wants to see us.
Dobra.
My friend, is there anything I can do for you?
I won't bother you any longer.
Don't worry. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
Myślałam, że będziemy mieli tu jakąś możliwość pogadania, ale wydaje mi się, że nie. Dobra, tutaj mamy ambasadę. Potwierdzamy. Pływanie do portu.
These are the arid shores of Tainea.
Dobra. I na Dream Team bierzemy. Potwierdzamy.
The journey to Al Sad and back will take a few days, even under the best of circumstances. We'll just have to be patient until Sir Francis is back.
I'm sure we'll find something to do in the meantime.
Dobra. Mapa poproszę, której sobie przedreptamy. Tędyk. Teraz tutaj. I tu. Dobra, musimy pójść na górę tutaj. Teraz tędyk. I tutaj. Witaj.
I'm happy to see you again.
The pleasure is ours, Your Excellence. Where is Saren? Should we wait for her?
I'm sure she'll be here soon. How have you been?
Busy. We sail for Teer Fradee soon.
Indeed. Wonderful. What did I miss while I was in Al Sad?
How did it go? Did you present our proof of Karnaz's plot to the Assembly?
Yes, and they were appalled. But they are still debating the best way to respond. It might be weeks before they take a decision. It could come too late.
You told us as much. So we've prepared an expedition to warn them.
That won't be enough. You must also take an inoculation to them, to keep them from falling ill. I've spoken with the researchers at the university about this treatment.
The treatment we got on the ship. Why we lived, but Sheda died.
Precisely. The doctors on the continent have a remedy that makes it harmless. Go see Helise. She has everything you'll need to treat your people.
Thank you, Your Excellence.
Dobra.
When the general attacked Eskiara, a sage performed a protection ritual. She turned into a giant creature. We call them guardians. We discovered what had become of her. She'd been captured, taken to a secret cave.
Intriguing.
The general had his scientists cut her apart to study her. The people we freed told us scientists had been torturing a prisoner.
How abhorrent. Do you know what they planned?
They took her to a place near the border, between the congregation and Dutton. She was to attack the Empire. My people and the congregation would be blamed.
By Her Majesty's grace.
We killed the Guardian. Their camp was destroyed.
The Imperial ambassador was with us. She saw it all.
If he had succeeded, the continent would have been plunged into chaos. Good thing you stopped it. I'll have our informants listen for reports of giant creatures.
Dobra.
We met people in Perenne. Cardinal Pius, Prince de Vespe, the D'Orsay's ambassador.
Be wary of the Father Cardinal. And not just because our countries are at war. He's a dangerous man.
The Prince d'Orsay agreed to finance our journey, in exchange for a few services.
You must be impatient to see your island again.
We should get going.
My, time seems to fly when speaking with you. I'm a bit concerned that Zeren still isn't here.
Do you think she's in trouble?
That is a possibility.
Dobra. Coś na zewnątrz się dzieje. Chodźmy zobaczyć. Ja tam nic nie słyszałam. Wow, 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 wow. Już tak na wstępie? Walcz po naszej stronie. Dobra. Najpierw muszę sobie tak nazbierać ciebie. To nic. Teraz wy. O, dobra, udało się. Cofnę się ździebko. Dobra, i teraz ty jako ostatni zostałeś.
Thank you. They nearly killed me.
I'm relieved to see you are well, Zeren. Please, come inside. We have matters to discuss.
Hold on a second. One of these mercenaries was careless enough to carry his orders with him.
Let me see that. Indeed. There appears to be a price on your head, my dear Lady Zeren. Someone knew we were to meet in secret.
That's impossible. How could anyone have known about this?
I took the utmost precaution in regards to this meeting. Not even the embassy was aware of it.
This altercation is sure to draw unwanted attention. If someone wants me dead, it's too risky for me to stay here. I'm very sorry, but I have to go. I'll try to get to the bottom of this.
I understand. I also would like to know where this contract came from. Goodbye, my lady. I believe now is a good time to bid you farewell also. Thank you for coming, my friends. Now, I must get back to my work.
It was nice to speak with you, Sir Francis, as always. May the winds ever carry you.
You know, there's something fishy about the orders the soldier had. We should look into it.
I agree, it's strange. But we don't have time for that right now. Our priority has to be the vaccines.
Dobra. Pierwsze co musimy zdobyć to zdobyć lekarstwo na ospę. Mapę poproszę. Dobra. Ruszamy sobie do dzielnicy uczonych. Gdzie tak dokładnie? Tutaj do akademii. Całe szczęście, że mamy większość mapy aktualnie już odkrytej. Dobra. Witam uczonych ponownie. Co tam słychać?
Hello.
Hello, everyone. How can we help you?
Sir Francis told us you could help us take a remedy for smallpox back to our people on Teer Fradee to protect them from Cornaz's plan.
Yes, he spoke to me. I've prepared a batch of vaccine samples you can replicate and use to inoculate your people. The university has agreed to allow me to teach you how.
Will this keep our people from dying from this illness?
Yes, if you're able to inoculate enough of the population, your people will be able to fight off the infection. You'll need to teach others how to perform the technique I'm going to teach you, and you must ensure that your people accept this remedy.
I'm sure we'll be able to. This remedy isn't that different from some of our rituals. They'll accept it.
Come, I'll show you how it's done. I'm impressed. You really seem to have mastered the technique. You'll have no trouble teaching others how to perform these inoculations.
It's not really that different from the remedies our people use. The only thing that changes is the tools that are employed.
That's right. I'd almost forgotten you're a healer yourself. In any case, have no fear. I'll have the vaccine samples delivered to your ship as soon as possible.
Thank you, Halise, from the bottom of my heart. You're living proof that not all Renoixe are bad.
No dobra.
We'll leave you to your research.
Goodbye. Please feel free to come back anytime you need help.
Dobra, zobaczmy sobie. Mapa świata. Tutaj. I tutaj mamy plac. Szybką podróż tu. Nie wiem, czy to przypadkiem nie robimy takiego ogromnego kroku w stronę zakończenia GreedFalla. Ojdź. A, nie chciałam tutaj... A, serio?
Here's the coast. We'll finally be able to set foot on land.
O, dobra. Wybijemy do brzegu. Na Steam. Potwierdzamy. Dobra.
Hello. Are you the person who was to join us on our trip to Teer Fradee?
Indeed. I shall be in charge of the goods on your ship, and selling them once we arrive on your island. Sir d'Argenton made sure that we had all the necessary authorizations, and the Prince d'Orsay sent me the funding. We can leave as soon as you are ready. Remember, the trip is very long. I suggest you finish any business you may have here before leaving.
No, nie mamy tutaj na razie nic.
We're ready to set sail.
In that case, let's get to the port as soon as possible.
What is it, Milan? I thought you would be happy to return to Teer Fradee.
I must leave you here. You know that I would like to see our island again. But you've seen the tragic situation our people are confronted with in these lands. I must stay here with them.
Would you like us to remain here for a little longer?
No, and you know that's not possible. Your mission cannot be delayed any longer. You must warn our people of the lurking danger. Go, bring this vaccine to the Tiarna and our chief. We shall meet again, if the winds are in our favor.
Wa awelem seg, Aniloin.
Nie mówcie mi, że... To takie ma być zakończenie? Nie.
Teer Fradee! Oh, the shape of your island is instantly recognizable. You're home at last.
To na pewno. Tutaj mamy Ludwika. Nilana oczywiście nie ma tutaj. Ona jest tutaj. Ona też tu jest. Tylko Nilan nami nie przypłynął. Przybij do brzegu. No nie mamy tutaj go. Dobra, pójdziesz ty. Okej, potwierdzamy drużynę. W okolicy jeziora. O matko. Nostalgia. Home sweet home, co nie?
You seem troubled, my friend. Almost worried. Is something wrong?
The wind that carried me here forgot to tell me that my land had changed so much.
Stop where you are! What are you doing here? This is Bridge Alliance territory and foreigners are subject to strict controls.
I'm not a foreigner. I was born on this island and my village is close by.
I don't care. These lands no longer belong to you. Alliance lands, Alliance rules.
And any attempted smuggling will be severely punished.
We're prepared to pay all the taxes for our entry, if that's what the problem is.
Right, the entry tax. That's it.
Fine. You can move along, but remember to obey Alliance laws. Don't cause trouble.
We'll be careful.
Jak tu się zmieniło wszystko. Nie no, myślę, że z bucia lecimy. Chcę zobaczyć, jak tu się wszystko zmieniło.
Colonization is already taking its toll on this island. All these trees cut down, that fort on the hill.
They had only been here a few months when they started cutting down our forest and digging their mine. My earth is just a source of wealth to them. As for my people, I sometimes wonder if we'll survive.
If only I could have resisted my captain's orders back then. Maybe you wouldn't have been separated from your people for so long.
No, dlatego chciałam też iść z bucia, żebyśmy mieli możliwość porozmawiania z nimi. Dobra, jak tu? Stary las? Dobra, prosto. Dobra. Trzeba pamiętać, że nie mamy Milana do leczenia. Dobra. Dobra. Ładnie poszło. Teraz tędy. Jestem ciekawe, co się stało z naszą wioską. O nie.
No! No! Oh, oh, what happened? Why is everything burnt?
I'm sorry, my friend. Your village was apparently attacked. I hope your people are all right.
O nie.
Brigid! Dead and abandoned without even a funeral. I can't believe it. She was our chief's wife. She fashioned jewelry like no other. She always made sure that everyone was beautifully dressed. No! Not here! No! What have they done to you?
It's despicable. How could they slaughter an entire village like that? I'm so sorry.
Dobrze, że Milan tego nie widzi.
Brian. He was my friend, Shada's father. I was afraid I'd have to inform him of what happened to his daughter. God. En on milfrechtimen. Have you forsaken us?
Dostały same zgliszcza.
It's Virgil. May the earth welcome you, my friend. Congobar didn't have to wait long for you in the roots of death. How could this have happened? Does all this destruction have something to do with our kidnapping?
I'm truly sorry, my child. And what I'm about to suggest isn't going to make things easier. But if you want answers, I'm afraid the only way to get them is to go to the nearby fort.
Oczywiście, że tam ruszamy.
You? I'll be. I wasn't expecting that. The entire world thought you were dead. What are you doing here? What do you want?
An explanation. We went all the way to my village, and we found only ashes, ruins, and corpses.
What do you want me to tell you? Your people started a war and they paid the price. Believe me, I did everything to avoid the conflict. For months, I was careful to maintain good relations with your village. And then one day, Minan, someone who I considered a reasonable man, came to the fort asking for reparations. They found the body of your priest, and you had disappeared with the other young folk. They blamed us, threatening reprisals. His attitude was so aggressive that one of the soldiers killed him. It was wrong. But your chief shouldn't have said all that. The next day, the war started. We suffered many losses. But, of course, in the end, we won. I believe that a few survivors went south, but I don't know anything else.
Do you realize, Captain, that this entire tragedy was provoked by the kidnapping of these young people? A crime that was perpetuated by our nation. It's an abominable massacre. A shame for which the Alliance must bear the responsibility.
We weren't involved in the kidnapping. It didn't do us any good, that's for sure. But tensions were already running high. The islanders from the village were implicated in some sordid business. My men were on edge. They'd found the bodies of a group of trappers. They weren't folk of particularly good reputation, but they had been massacred.
They were implicated in a theft in your mine. And they were going to starve my people by shamelessly eliminating all game in the region.
Well, that was no reason to kill them. You should have come to me and asked for justice. We would have handled the situation.
Mam ochotę go zaatakować, ale wiem, że to nie przyniesie mi żadnych korzyści.
The Alliance demonstrates once again that they are nothing more than greedy belligerents. But what else is new? I must find my people. Goodbye, Captain.
Mam nadzieję, że nigdy więcej go nie spotkam, bo pożegna się z egzystencją. Idziemy szukać na lód. Dolina Wielkiej Bitwy.
Hadir ma lochtos close marwedes. Linkwid ma vaatirum be. I'm sorry. I can't help but cling to the hope of seeing my mother alive again.
Don't worry. It's normal. I imagine you've probably already lost your father since you don't talk about him.
He died while hunting. Killed by a mad beast when I was a child. My mother was never the same after that.
Totalnie nowy obszar. Będziemy go później zwiedzać, ale na razie chcę się dowiedzieć, co się stało z naszymi ludźmi, z naszą wioską. Z naszą wioską to wiemy, co się stało.
Halt! Renoik say you are not welcome here.
Wait a minute. I know that face.
Kadal? You don't recognize me?
You know who this is, Kadal?
I can't believe it. What are you doing here? And with these foreigners? Everyone thought you were dead.
We came here to find my people, but also to warn them and to bring them a remedy. The friends who are here with me helped me get this far and survive the continent. Without them, I would still be rotting in a jail.
I know a few people who are going to be really surprised to see you. Enter. You need to go and see our chief. Her house is on the left.
Thank you, Kadal. It's great to see you again.
Sitt credoet. Björd Teer tomat.
Es neis Vriden Gerr.
Oi, tog dis velo quea direct.
Toigen saranoik sa derego chwedesa.
Vriden Gerr. Crede me mes maruto.
Eskairto?
Avatir.
Arent? Smend oem naveolim to oleg adiven. Agin eskeloin me.
Quan arrego me crefam toflani. Smeunduem kolda da holeg. Remnem en lochten varem, da neo me esa da vorge days.
And I was even angrier at the Renoikse. But where are Nilan and Sheda?
Sheda has returned to the source of all spirits. As for Nilan, he preferred to remain on the continent.
Sheda wacht. Klebanu de bonedem say. Come now, let us go inside. It will be quieter, especially if we must speak this tongue. We have so much to catch up on.
You know, when I saw the state our village was in, I thought I had lost you.
I'm a warrior, and I was so angry after you disappeared. All my melancholy was gone. Only rage remained. I brought all the survivors here, and we created this new clan. A clan for those who refuse the domination of the Lions. It's rather ironic, isn't it? To think that now, as you were then, you're still stuck with foreigners.
Forgive me for not introducing you to my friends. Without them, I would probably still be imprisoned over there. Or dead. Alvida served on the ship that carried us away. Not only did she help us, she was the one who arranged our escape.
Madam, my guild wronged your people. and I will do everything in my power to make amends for it. I will always do my best to help your child.
Ludwig comes from a country that is unknown on our island. His knowledge of the roads on the continent helped us to find shelter and to reunite with some of our people.
And your daughter, in turn, has saved my skin on several occasions. It's a pleasure, madam.
Sophia is a cartographer. She's a lion, but she's very different from the ones here. And she's proven that to us on many occasions.
Madam, I know how the Alliance has made you suffer. As long as I live, I will fight against those of my people who have done this to you.
If my child considers you to be friends, you are welcome here. If you have helped my child, you are my friends as well. I'm so happy to have found you again. Today, that's all that matters to me.
Me too, Mother. But that's not the only reason I came back. I also have to warn you.
Warn me? About what?
Okej, mówimy jej o tym.
When we were on the continent, we learned that a group within the Alliance was planning to eradicate our people.
How? If they're counting on their weapons, it won't be enough. We know this island better than they do, and we will defend it to the end.
Oh, I know that. But unfortunately, the method they intend to use cannot be defeated by our warriors, however brave. On the boat, shortly after our capture, Nilan and I underwent what we thought was a strange ritual. But Sheda did not. Not long afterwards. We watched her die of a terrible and unknown illness that spared us.
Teerse, I'm sorry. I know how much you loved your friend.
Without knowing it, we were the subject of an experiment designed to prove a theory they had. That our people are very susceptible to this disease. It spreads very easily and would wipe us all out. Not just children and old people, but warriors as well. And in a very short time. In order to get a few servants, the lions would simply have to use the remedy on those willing to submit to them.
They have no honor. Who gets rid of their enemies like that?
That's why we decided to understand and learn the ritual that protected us on the boat. The scholars on the continent call it an inoculation or vaccine. We've brought back enough to protect the whole island. But we're going to need the help of all the Donegada in all the villages to use it.
I'll see that the word gets out. Don't worry. I'll tell all the chiefs what our enemies have planned. Meanwhile, you should go and explain this protective ritual to the Donegada in the camp. They'll start using it right away.
I'd also like to speak to the Teer about this. To warn her and seek her advice. Do you know where she is?
I know she's preparing a ritual for our dead. Go see the Donegada first, and then come back here. I'll tell you where to find her then.
Dobra, możemy się ją o coś zapytać.
How and why did you create this new clan?
When we were forced to leave our village by the lake, our clan, the Shantamlag, was no more. We were like a flock of frightened birds, far from the refuge of the great fish. Many were dispirited, their hearts full of woe. In our flight, we met refugees from other clans, and I saw that together we could unite to form a new clan. I spoke to all those who were, like us, taking refuge in these ruins. I asked them if they wanted to stand up against injustice, if they wished to create a clan strong enough to rise up against the invaders, a clan to protect our people and our island. Many followed. Others came later and are still coming. The Exragal, the Risen, were born.
What happened in the village when we got there? When I saw the burned houses and the bodies of our friends. I thought my heart would burst.
Unfortunately, we had no choice but to leave them there. As you may have heard, when we discovered Toffland's body and understood that you had been kidnapped, Minan went to the fort. He was furious, and his heart was all the more wounded because he had welcomed the foreigners with kindness. The soldiers were already full of hatred and distrust towards us. They killed him. It was one offense too many. We had to avenge our chief, our Donegad, and our missing children. We shed the blood of those foreigners, but we were already weakened. We had already lost many of our own, many a strong soul. And then the lions brought fire spitters. And when our village was ablaze, we had to flee for our lives.
What is this place?
It is called Didgidensen, the ruins of the first bastion. It's easily defendable. That's why we originally came here. I'm not a Donegad, but I've been told a few stories about this place, and I understood that it's also an important symbol. It used to be home to the people of the sea, and it's here that our people achieved their greatest victory against them. It was the perfect place to build our camp. May En Onmil Frichtemen offer us the same destiny as our ancestors.
I must leave you for now.
Of course, but come back to see me. I've missed you so.
No dobra, powiem wam, że ten odcinek jest niesamowity. Powrót na Teer Fradee. Wszystko, co tu się stało, to jest wow. Po prostu wow. Zrobili normalnie zwrot akcji o 180 stopni. I myślę, że tutaj sobie zakończymy odcinek. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobał, że zostawicie łapkę w górę oraz że zasubskrybujecie kanał, jeśli jeszcze tego nie robicie. No to co? Trzymajcie się ciepło. Do usłyszenia. Cześć!